I actually don't know. We were just I think most of his recent injects just went all for drones. So he's been droning like it's his freaking job.
Yeah, it's just yeah, it's so weird because Priest is behind in the Zergling count as well. So I don't know. It might have been just the two spine crawlers, and because Priest had his two queens on the ramp, that meant no injects, so less drones. But yeah, that's kind of bad for Priest, but we'll have to see how things are played out now.
Still, both players playing relatively passively.
Oh, those Banelings connecting on other
Oh,
Banelings and a few more Zerglings, and Good Love right now has complete map control right now. The map control given to him by all these Zerglings and Banelings are going to allow him to take a way faster third than Priest and be able to put on some counter pressure.
now these Zerglings will stream in. They will be able to snipe this queen.
Oh,
Oh,
nope,
the
no.
Banelings will make them pull back.
And a nice transfuse there, too. So, nice play out of Priest. That could have gone half a second longer of DPS from those Lings, and that queen would have been killed.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately for Good.
Now Goodlove's gonna try and push his drone advantage and try to take a third.
We do have a faster snow. Good man, Good Love is on top of things right now. Good Love Spire is faster, his third is faster, he's got more lings than Banelings. So yeah, Good Love has a definite lead right now. So Priest is gonna have to try to get some damage done, try to pull himself back into this game.
Now this little Zergling force will be pushed out of where it is after a little bit of harassment from these two Zerglings. Possibly gonna get one drone and no.
Yeah. I mean the third coming down from Priest. The huge aspect of ZVZ is when you take your third. And if you take your third later, that is gas mined that is gonna go into mutas that you're not gonna have. So every second that Love mines gas from that third and Priest isn't is eventually gonna lead into a very strong muta lead out of Good Love.
Now Goodlove has not even seen inside Priest main at this point. He does not know about the mutas coming up, but he does have 9 of his own coming out, 10 of his own coming out to Priest's 5. So he will have the bigger muta cloud, but Priest is going for that +1 armor on his Mutalisks, so he might have a small advantage there.
Yeah, that is gonna be Priest's way to try to climb his way back in. Is that the muta advantage in terms of upgrades plays a really big role in those fights. So the more he delays Good Love's mutas from crossing the map, the better the chance that upgrade will come into effect and allow him to try to stabilize. Because I would say that Priest is behind right now. But what do you think?
Well, obviously in army count we do have 88 to 106, so that does tell a little bit of a story there, but even with a couple of seconds that Goodlove waits, back again talking about the last game we saw, if he does tend to wait too long and lets Priest get ahead or a little bit
Ooh,
of
but the
advantage.
muta's engaged right now, and actually Priest got a way better fight there. He kept his mutas tighter, and the Spore sniped and Mutalisk off. So actually, Priest has the lead in terms of mutas right now. He is gonna lose his third, which is gonna, in the long run, gonna put Priest behind a lot. But he is fine in terms of the muta count. And he's actually winning in terms of the muta count.
I don't know. I think that was a devastatingly even trade. I mean, yes, he did win that Muta fight, but he did lose
Yeah,
that
you're
third.
right. Yeah,
So
looking on it now, the muta count already swinging back into the favor of Good Love. It looked good for Priest, but he did lose his third, and that's just gonna kill him in the long run because Good Love is collecting way more gas than him, and yeah,
now the Muta
that's
Cloud is even as long as he can keep the micro up and keep this uh, these mutas busy at least to try and make some more, match him, maybe even take him out, produce him. Sorry, a little bit.
yeah. And actually, Priest does have Carapace now, and Good Love doesn't. So he had a little timing window where he could take advantage of that, but now that window is gonna be gone in about 30 seconds.
Yeah, now with the +1 for mutas coming up very shortly.
And Good Love just tearing down the rocks at his fourth base, so gonna be looking to take that base solely for the gas pretty soon.
Now, I will note this. Priest creep spread is absolutely amazing compared to Good Love's, which he hasn't even tried to do even a little bit. As I say that, Good Love does place down one creep tumor.
Caster's cursed. Caster's curse, where the players do exactly the opposite of what you say. Oh man. Well, Priest finally does establish his third base, so he's now going to be collecting that gas. Oh, but look at this. Oh, this is ugly. Well, Priest noticed that. Just a little bit unlucky when that happens. That's one little error. He has 2 guys on gas instead of 3. Just one little misselection, and that, in the long run, is just it's just gonna add up to a mute or 2, and that's just what's been happening this entire game. Is that Good Love has been making decisions that's gonna give him the mute lead in the long term.
Absolutely. But a bigger problem is Good Love is halfway done with his fourth, with Priest being behind on his third, and Good Love just pressing his advantage even more.
And actually, a massive baneling and counterattack on Good Love natural killed about 10 drones. It was disgusting.
Absolutely.
So nice play from Priest, actually evening up the drone count pretty close. I mean, Good Love had a definitive lead in drones, but now it's about the same. But this third, once again, Good Love, he's moving into position. He's morphing some banelings, and it looks like he's going to try to take this down. And he's actually ahead by 11 mutas, and he can actually afford to morph banelings. And when you can afford to morph banelings, that means you're pretty confident.
Yes. I think with this Muta Cloud, I think he can take some fights above some Spore Crawlers here to fight that Muta Cloud. And once those mutas are gone, his own mutas can just wreak havoc. He will be moving into this natural, cutting off the reinforcements from the third. His mutas will be able to push this Muta Cloud back. A couple mutas getting stuck behind, but the majority of the mutas will be able to escape. 29 mutas to 17.
And the bigger problem for Priest isn't that these muted engagements. The worst is that Good Love just keeps expanding and getting an extra base on him, and this is just going to spiral out of control pretty soon. One thing I wish Good Love would do more is, since he has that map control, to just deny some of this creep. It's one of my favorite things to do when you're playing Muta versus Roach Hydra, but it's good in any ZVZ, no matter what the situation is, try to deny that creep, because that creep is vision for Priest that he can go and do other things on the other side of the map because he knows Good Love isn't on that side of the map.
Absolutely. Now Good Love's Muta Ball will be moving out here, swinging around to that third. Once again, morphing a couple banelings behind this.
Oh, Infestor's out from Priest. Infestor's out from Priest right now. But actually, these Zerglings almost sniping one. But now that Infestor's out, Good Love has to be way more careful. This is a really nice decision from Priest. He wasn't going to be able to catch up in the Muta count. So actually, making Infestors was his way back into this game. He's not back into it yet. He has to kill all the Mutalisks. He needs a really nice catch. But this is one step closer for Priest to try to restabilize. And the drone counts are actually identical at this point. So would you still give the lead to Priest? Or to Good Love? Or how do you think things are playing out right now?
Oh, with the choice to go with Infestors, it makes Good Love play a little bit more. He has to be smart about this, because if Priest gets those money fungals and he gets that Muta Ball down, that's Good Love's entire army.
Yeah.
So now we do see Priest trying to take his fourth. He's going to move his mutas into position to protect that.
And this creep spread helping out these Infestors so much right now. They'd usually be extremely slow. But Good Love, Priest splitting up his army, and he's actually going to try to move in here. This could be disastrous for Priest. And the engagement is coming down now. The Baneling's coming in, almost killing some of the Infestors. And the Muta's coming in from that side and just absolutely destroying
but the
them.
The fungals on all the mutas. This could go either way. The Infested Terrans do come out, but I think Good Love will have this fight.
Yeah, and it does look like he is going to take this. The Infestors almost killed almost all those Mutalisks, but there just seems to be just enough Mutas and just enough health out there. Oh, but there's more Infestors coming in, and they're actually going to get sniped right there, and they could have killed almost all the Mutas.
They do get one fungal out. One fungal. Oh, a nice pickup from there. He will be able to save these Infestors, only 2 of them. It would have been nicer to save a lot more, but he will actually... he didn't get the cancel off on that fourth, so he will lose that. That is another big loss that he needs and he
Yeah, and Good
can't
Love is
afford.
just keeps pounding away at the fourth base, not letting Priest take a fourth, really pushing his advantage. The really nice thing that Good Love did this game that helped him so much is that he decided to put down static when he had the lead, so these counterattacks are that Priest has to try to do aren't going to do anything.
Absolutely, and Good Love's muted ball is still absolutely terrifying. 38 mutas to Priest 10.
Yeah, and this is just a nightmarish army to deal with. Infestors are so clunky and slow. They can be super powerful, but after you lose that critical mass of infestors, it's so hard to try to build back up to that.
Priest just trying for any point, just trying to get that fourth base up, trying to get a new economy, but he's so far behind in an army. 190 to 123. Another force cancel on another potential fourth. This
And
is
the fifth base from Good Love, just he is dominating right now, absolutely controlling the pace of the game. So, do you think there's any way Priest can get back into this?
at this point no. With Good Love preparing for that one-time thing that his mutas do go down, he will remax on really quick roaches, and I don't think Priest will have a good answer for that.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And now the Good Love is bold enough to go into the main base. And look at this, like I said, now he's starting to clear up that creep. He's starting to make the right moves, starting to just push advantage even further. Spore crawlers aren't going to do too much. There's just so many mutas right now.
Just melting those spore crawlers within seconds. The layer will go down the hatch. The mutas
Big
will try to engage in the main.
Oh, and the infestors do throw down a really nice fungal, but the muta count is just too large for Good Love. He's gonna walk over Priest mutas, stomping them out, and I think he's also gonna stomp out Priest into calling a GG. And GG is called from Priest. X Gamers, Good Love does take game number 4, tying up the series 2-2 in this battle for a spot in the semifinals of the UASL.
Whoops. Put up my.
That was an exciting one. But like I said, I think if we go back and analyze that game, it really did kind of all come down to the fact that Good Love got that faster third. He was able to deny Priests, and yeah, that was just well played from both players. But was able to edge Priest out of that game.
All right. Let's get back into this. See who they're going to be sending out next. Okay. Next player is going to be Panda Bear.
Panda Bear, me, my all-time favorite player in North America. True fact.
Okay, so I
I'm
think we
really
already
excited.
have this.
Is the lobby already set up?
No, we don't have a map yet. I think it's going to be Panda Bear and Dark Saber. Is that correct? Yes, Dark Saber. It looks like it's going to be a PV.
Z. Panda's a Z or Zerg, for sure. 100%.
I'll take
And
your word for
I
it.
haven't seen Panda play too many ZVTs, but his ZVP style that I've watched him play, I actually, every time I cast him, I count how many times he denies the Protoss third, and his record was like 9. It was absolutely crazy. He just doesn't, he plays a super aggressive style, so we'll have to see if that transfers over into his ZVT.
Yes. Alright, it looks like the stream stopped there for a second. Is it alright still?
It's kind of, I'm looking at it right now, it's kind of
It's
glitchy, but it's still fine, I think, but maybe not.
it's kind of going back and forth. If we do have a problem, I'll try to reset it beforehand. Oh, I think I got it. Maybe.
We'll try to switch streams. Oh wait,
Yeah,
Nope.
that didn't work out very well.
that did not work out very well. Whenever you try to switch streams, it's pretty difficult. I feel like we did a pretty good job, or at least you did. So you were able to throw the stream together in like 10 seconds, basically.
Yeah. Um,
It took me an hour and a half. and you did it in like 10 seconds. That's
It's just,